Hey everybody, I hope you're all doing well and enjoying your time at home and spending time maybe with family or with your pets or children, whatever the case may be. I hope you're staying safe and healthy. I did just want to talk to everyone about this coming week. We're on our last final week of this class, and I know that the past few weeks have been much different than what we originally started out doing, making this an online version of the course. I hope everyone has been able to still learn some things about social welfare and the topics that we've been discussing through the various forums and assignments. I just want to point out that this week there are a lot of videos to watch, several forums to complete, and then of course I have posted the final exam study guide. But this week you'll be expected to watch a couple lecture videos that I've done. There's some PowerPoints listed, and the final exam will cover some of those PowerPoints and some of the things I discuss in the lecture videos. There's some other videos related to Obama's time in office, as well as some videos on the death penalty. I'd like for you guys to watch all of the videos that are listed. You can just look at the weekly objectives and go through those. There are also a couple of forums. There's one forum on the Affordable Care Act, and there's one on the death penalty. There may be one other one, but those two are two controversial topics, and I want everyone to think your comments through and research the Affordable Care Act and research the death penalty and formulate opinions on both of those, and then post those in the forum. And then I want everyone, as we've done the past few weeks, to check back in on other students' comments and say things that you feel are appropriate. I want everyone to be respectful. These are both controversial topics, and so I don't want any disrespect coming, even if you disagree with someone. And so far, everyone has done a good job at providing their opinions without being disrespectful. So thank you for that. Also, want to point out the life event that's due. I had it due on Thursday. I am going to push that out until Friday evening at 11:59 p.m. The coursework for this week, I extended that deadline until Saturday at 11:59 p.m. instead of Thursday night. So I have extended the life event due date till Friday evening, and all of the assignments and forums for this week to Saturday evening. So you've got some extra time there. I want you to then be able to focus starting on Sunday or whenever you get the other assignments completed to study for the final exam. Of course, we've missed a number of things that typically I would have been able to point out in our face-to-face class, but I have posted the study guide. I did that last week. If you go through and study all the things I listed, I've got it listed by chapters and by PowerPoints, etc. And then there are several essay questions at the end. If you can answer those essay questions, you will be able to answer a number of multiple choice questions and a number of the short answers. The essay questions that are listed are not going to be long essay answers that I expect. They will really be kind of tied in throughout the entire exam in true, false, multiple choice, short answers, and maybe maybe some longer answers, but nothing like a big long essay or anything. I will post that sometime next week. I do have to get it all entered into the computer. Once I do that, I will be posting another video next week and talking about the final exam and talking about final grades and such. Speaking of final grades, I did post a Word document that the university sent out. The one I sent was actually geared toward the social work students, but there is a policy link in that document that shows where you can go for the university policy. But basically saying students have the opportunity to opt out of grades essentially, and you can pick if you want to forego a grade and it won't affect your GPA. It's a little bit confusing, but overall, it's an opportunity for students if they felt like because of the transition into an online class that it might have affected their grade. It gives them the option, or gives you the option to kind of opt out of that grade. I won't know if you opted out. That's part of it, and then I would still grade all students as if they were still going to receive the grade that they earn in the course. So look at that, and if you have questions, I'd be happy to try to answer them. I don't know everything, all the details, but I do know the gist of what the policy is saying. Next up, the final evaluation, you should have received a link for a final evaluation for the course and for me as an instructor. Typically, I I um I really want students to fill those out, and of course they go to my supervisor and the department chair. This semester, they are not going to have those going to the department chairs and to the university. It'll be only for me to read. So I'd appreciate any constructive feedback you have. I do read all of my evaluations, and I take them seriously and it hopes to enhance the course for the next semester. So fill those out, and you have 7 days, I think, up until the last day of class. I believe it opened up today. And then lastly, I think I've got everyone's group presentation grades in. There are a couple people who still not turned in their peer evaluation forms, and if you look in the grade book, you will not see a grade for your presentation if you have not turned that in. So if you're one of those few people, please do so that I can go ahead and update that in the grade book. And let's see, lastly, I believe that's it. I just want to let you know that we're all in this together and we're all going to get through this. We don't know what's going to happen in the fall for classes, but I know summer classes have all been moved to online. And I hope that even though this is not the same type of interaction we had during our face-to-face course, that you guys are able to engage each other and also learn something from the last little bit of class. If you have any questions, please reach out to me on the frequently asked questions section and As You Learn, or email me directly. All right, I will do one more video next week, kind of to summarize everything and for our final week of class and to talk about the final exam a little bit more. All right, take care. Bye.